Hey guys, what's going on? Shaw here, and we're back with a vault video. That's been a hot second since we've been able to do this, and yeah, I'm actually super stoked. It's been a while since we've done one of these. It's been since season 4. I stopped playing towards the back half. I just kind of lost interest in pushing in a season that felt very disjointed with the meta, as well as I had beta access and I wanted to test a lot of that stuff. So we are back now, and I have, I think, 4 vaults to check this time around. I went a little too hard on my warrior last week, so we have a full vault on her, and then we have some vaults on my druid, demon hunter, and monk. So we're going to start off, actually we're going to start strong with the warrior. The warrior's been the character that I've been pushing on this season. It's been a lot of fun. Definitely still new at it, still getting kind of the nuance down, but it's been just an absolute blast. So I had a lot of people ask me during the beta process and during pre-patch what class I'm going to be maining. We're looking like it's going to be warrior, but I'm also playing druid a lot. Both of those are being played in raid as well as Mythic Plus, and eventually I'll get all the other tanks back into the swing of things. But warrior, regardless of power level, it is fairly competitive right now, like when it comes to just like how it can counter a lot of different mythic dungeon mechanics. But overall, the class is just really fun. All right, so there isn't really anything that I'm hoping for. I ended up getting to 392, which isn't like anything crazy, but we do have our 2-set bonus already. I was able to snag this from a pug alt normal raid that we did. A big thing that I'd be looking for is like a weapon. My weapon is still 379 and my belt's still 372. So if I can get something like that, that'd be pretty dope, but I'd be happy with kind of anything. Let's double check our loot spec and open this guy up. This is the first vault of the Dragonflight season. Oh god. Ooh. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, we'll start with the raid loot. So we're getting we're getting hands, which I definitely won't tank because it's not tier, and I raid tonight. We have a one-handed mace, haste verse, high verse, low haste. That would be okay if it wasn't 389 itemable. And then we have this Seal of Daruna's Chosen, which is a ring that I've talked about before on my channel. It's really good if you're able to do consistent fire damage. There's a lot of ways that tanks can do that. The warrior, though, not so much. I think there's an engineering helmet that you can make that can do fire damage if I'm not mistaken, but maybe I'm wrong about that. But we do have a crit mastery Edge of the First Blade, which is a massive one-handed crit mastery. Now the stats on this are really bad, but it is a weapon that would replace my whatchamacallit, my 379. We have Haste Mastery Chest, which would actually not bad stats, and we could turn this into tier down the road, but I do currently have 395 tier. And then we have a crit verse ring with a socket. The socket's attractive, but I think we can add sockets later down the road, and we probably want a little bit better itemized stats, or we can take our tokens of merit. Now, normally later on in the season, when we start to kind of get a little bit more picky and choosy with the gear that we're taking, we are going to do that. But this time around, the blade is a legit, what is that, like 35 36 itemable upgrade, which I think just the raw strength from this weapon, stamina, and then like just secondary stats is just going to be a way bigger increase than anything else in this table. We'll be able to get some higher levels in the future, but we're going to actually go with the weapon, I think. And we take that. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. We are going to, first off, what does this look like? Wait, why is that so legit? I've never had this before. This was, oh, this was a Legion weapon, wasn't it? It does feel little. I loved the stats on this axe though. Like the haste verse was beautiful for a warrior, but that's okay. So that was a two itemable upgrade. I'm gonna hate doing this. I really am. But what's Frozen Devotion going for right now? Still 30k gold. Man, it's so hard to justify. I guess it's like 415. So Frozen Devotion is a pretty strong enchant for Mythic Plus because it does AoE damage. Ramping. So in like a lot of Mythic Plus scenarios, having Frozen Devotion on your weapon is going to lead to a pretty significant AoE like damage amp and like a pretty decent overall. But here's what we will do. I haven't looked at this site in a long time. We're going to come over here to Subcreation, and we're going to take a look at what people have been running. So if you don't know the site, I'll leave it in the link below. This is a really cool site because you can look at, like, obviously warriors are fairly meta right now, but you can see what dungeons are the most popular, which ones aren't the most popular. Ruby Life Pools was a solid F tier. This was based off of last week's information. You could see what kind of classes are performing really well and which ones aren't. This obviously, tier lists like this always lead to just a general community perception when people use this. But it's really cool because you can see all the different talent builds people are running. It is going to get a little bit more complicated with how the new spec and talent trees work, spec and class trees. But you can actually come all the way down here to like enchants, right? So we're going to go here. And it looks like people for their weapon, where's the weapon enchant? Down here. So people are using Sophic in 19s, but in 20s people are using, you're seeing that Frozen Devotion at 20s. So Sophic is going to give you that main stat, that primary stat, that strength. And then you're going to have Frozen Devotion giving you that AoE damage. So it looks like the highest keys both had, actually it was kind of all over the place here. You'll see both strength and Frozen Devotion kind of all the way down. But some of that will come down to cost. Some of that will come down to, like, for example, myself, I didn't enchant my weapon because I just didn't have anything that was good. But this is a really cool site to use. Like, you can see what weapons and shields people are using, which is pretty dope. You're seeing that big Spellblade Cutlass with that haste verse. You're seeing the shield from Druid Vault with that haste verse on it. And then you can also see trinkets. So this trinket here was really, really insane. We also had Graniscale ending up being a very competitive tank trinket, as well as this Decoration of Flame. Tanks were really struggling with survivability this last week because of Raging and Fortified and higher keys, lower item level, all that stuff. No tier set. So here's the trinkets that we could have been aiming for or getting. So this is going to be kind of on our checklist this week. I don't have a Graniscale yet, and I don't have a Primal Ritual shell on this character, nor do I have Decoration of Flame. So, yeah. Anyways, that's a lot on the warrior. We're going to, you know what? Fuck it. We're going to buy this. Bada bing, bada boom. 30k gone. That's not going to bite me in the ass in like a week or two. But that's okay. We can make gold by selling our body in Goldshire. That is a long fucking enchant. Jesus Christ. Okay. While this weapon is really cool, let's go back to this sword. I like the Blood Spiller Mog because it goes on my back. I think that's kind of dope. All right, that's one character down. The Druid happened to get, I think, here, let me check my mailbox because like my kind of like OCD is going to bother me. So my Druid was able to get, I think I got 8 keys done and I raided, but I don't think I did anything that was much higher than like a 14. I kind of kept it casual. My Druid is still sitting at 380. I did a normal clear, but since the way we're prioritizing loot in my raid, I didn't really get many pieces outside of a weapon and this trinket. And I didn't get that many upgrades from the keys that I ran. So we're going to open this up, see what we get. Not really looking for anything too spectacular. Double check our loot spec, make sure it's Guardian. And open this guy up. I can't get... Man, I wish they made this a little bit more, like, cooler. Oh, shit. Okay. I'm already peeping, but I shouldn't be. Okay, so we get... Tier, wait, are these? Oh, that's tier helm. So tier chest. Wait, why did I get so many tier pieces? So, okay, so we got tier robes, normal. Probably not going to take any of these. I already have Decoration of Flame, and these are Haste Mastery Avoidance, which is really cool, but I'm going to be replacing them super soon. So I'd rather take a Mythic Plus item that I can either upgrade, or take a higher item level item that I can turn into tier later down the road, because that's kind of where our mindset is at. We also got a 408 helmet. I think we did a 14. 408 helmet, high verse, low mastery with avoidance. This is actually one of our best in slot for our Druid. So I'm probably going to end up taking. That's really good. Okay, and then we have a high crit, low haste ring. Probably not going to take that. And then we have our crit mastery pants. Too low of an item level. So it would be smart to look at item level here. We're going to go 408 tier helm, verse mastery plus avoidance. We can eventually upgrade this in the future. I can bang this up to 415 right now. I think with 2 upgrades. Which actually might not be a bad idea. So we're going to do that. I don't think I ran enough keys last week to actually upgrade this all the way. So normally I probably wouldn't upgrade this. I do have 1500 Valor. Oh, okay. So I probably wouldn't upgrade this normally if it didn't have a tertiary stat on it. But I think because it has the avoidance, I think I'm going to do it. Where do you upgrade gear at? Is it down here? Oh, it is this guy. Okay. So we can bang this right up to the big old... Oh, I can't because I'm shit. I'm bad at the game. I can't upgrade because I'm bad at the game. I have no IO. Okay, we're going to have to wait on upgrading this guy. I will probably do that at some point. If I don't do it next video and I do it like just during the week, well, oh well. We'll throw this guy on. We're looking like a fucking baller now. Big old Tuskar gear. And yeah, that's it. Cool. All right, moving on. Next, we have the DH, which I didn't, like, you can see I'm 372. I didn't really get that many high keys done. I think the highest key that I did was a 12. And then I pretty much just did like 9s to 12s. We just kind of farmed on this character. I did it for people, like pushing keys up for people. So I did 2 12s, 2 Shadow Moon Burial Ground 12s. And then I did a Court of Starda and a Ruby Life Pool. So my vault's going to be very lackluster on this guy. But we're just going to take whatever item is probably highest and call it a day. Well, that's Garbo. I mean, where's the coin vendor at? Is it this guy here? So as of right now, he sells Primal Chaos and a socket for 6. That seems like there's like, wait, where'd it go? What are you doing, sir? Okay, that's it. All right. So we're probably gonna just take pants here. High haste is good. The seed is farmable from Azure. It's not a bad trinket. Like it's a lot of verse and it increases your maximum health by a lot, which will help you survive those like pesky one-shotty mechanics. All right. That's actually kind of a massive upgrade over the current pants that we had on. And that was a small item level upgrade. Sweet. So I still have a few items that I need to replace. We need to still look for a better ring and a better helmet. We'll figure that out later. Okay. So my monk did like nothing last week. I think I got a few keys done really early. Like it was like 2s and 5s. So same thing as our monk or our DH. We're probably just going to take whatever is first in that dungeon slot. I thought I did 4 keys. I must have only done 3. Unfortunately, we can only take beads here, which is an item level upgrade, but I can also make items. Okay, so here's my thought process. I have a guild member who can make Lariat, which I plan on doing anyways, so I'm probably not going to take the beads. So what I'm probably going to do here is I'm probably going to take these coins to set me up in the future, which is really weird. But high mastery is just not good for any, well, I guess Mistweavers. No. We're going to take coins week 1. We're going to start stockpiling these. That feels kind of bad, but that's a-okay. So we're going to take our merit. We're going to take our tokens of merit. It doesn't make sense for me to take a 392 neck that I'm literally going to probably craft later today when I can take just take coins, and the coins I can use later on in the season to get a socket. More than likely, I don't think I'll play Brewmaster this season. I'll probably be playing Windwalker if I do win keys. No hate to Brewmaster. I'm not feeling it this season. I'm just not. So we have a lot of farming to do on this character. I have like no Primal Chaos. I haven't done any high keys. I haven't done any of my sparks either, so I've made no crafted gear. So I'm going to have to work on all of that later this week when I get the time. But these characters are kind of on the back burner. I'm going to be focusing on whatever characters that I feel like I need to focus on for that week. So we're going to probably focus on, the priority right now is like Warrior, Guardian Druid, and then DH and Monk are kind of in that category. We'll get to our Paladin soon. And then DK I'm probably going to leave on the back burner until later on in the season, if not till season 2. That's it. That was a short vault video. That was an 18-minute recording. I hope you guys all have a much better week. This week in Mythic Plus, they did just do a huge, massive round of nerfs, which, thinking about it now, maybe I should talk about, because I didn't. Or I can do this in a separate video. I'm not sure yet. We'll figure it out as we go. If I end up not going over this, we will talk about it later. All right, but that's it. Thank you guys for watching. That's my vault. Pretty successful, I would say. I hope you guys have good luck in your vault as well, and good luck in raid. Hopefully you guys start getting some tier, and I will catch you guys all in the next one. Peace.